Hey, what's up YouTube? Your boy Chris. I'm out in the Caliente garage. In this video, I will be installing this FOBO 2 bike tire pressure monitoring that I picked up for my 21 Honda Goldwing. Now, my current Goldwing has tire pressure monitoring that came from the factory, but I was so impressed with the FOBO 2 that I put on my 2016 Honda Goldwing that I decided to install these on my new Goldwing just to supplement the current tire pressure monitoring that this Honda Goldwing already has. So if you are interested and wanted to see my install of the FOBO 2 on my 21 Honda Goldwing, stay tuned to this video and I will get them installed. Let's get started. Guys missed the video of the installation where I did the live install on the 2016 Honda Goldwing, click on the link at the top of this video and check out the video of the live installed. So I picked up another box and I'm gonna open these up and get these installed. So looking at the FOBO 2, I'm gonna show you guys how to get this put on the Goldwing. There's a quick start guide. There's 2 sensors. Also in the box, keychain holder. Also come in a kit. The tools that I'm going to use to tighten down the FOBO 2s. They give you little locks that you put underneath the FOBO 2s onto the valve stem. They give you extra batteries, 2 extra batteries, and 2 single valve stems. Looking at the directions, make sure that you download the FOBO 2. The thing about the FOBO is that they have 2 different apps. They got one for mobile and one for bikes. So make sure you install the FOBO Bike 2. The next step is to go to the settings, turn on the Bluetooth. Make sure that the Bluetooth is on. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Next, I'm going to open up the FOBO app. Now that I have the Bluetooth settings on my phone, I'm going to open up the FOBO 2 bike app. It says, please turn on the Bluetooth for FOBO Bike 2 to work accordingly. So I know that the FOBO 2 is currently on. For my installation, since I already have the FOBO 2 already installed on the 2016 Honda Goldwing, I'm going to add by clicking the plus button. I'm going to add a motorcycle. I'm going to click the picture button and I'm going to go to save photos. You can take a picture of your bike with the camera, or you can click on a save photo. Put in the name. I'm gonna put 21 Honda Goldwing. To add a bike, just click the add button, and then you can click on whether you have a motorcycle, bicycle, or trike. Click on that selection. So for example, if you click on bicycle, you can go ahead and put the picture in by clicking camera, photo library, or save photos. You can enter the name, and once you enter the name, you want to hit the save button at the top. So as you can see, I have the 21 at the top. There is the 2016 on the bottom. So now I'm going to go home. I'm going to click on the 21, and now it's going to walk me through the steps. Install the sensor. I'm going to unscrew the cap. That way we can engage the battery. I'm going to unscrew the cap. I'm going to pull the tab. Make sure that the battery's still in there. Okay, I'm going to screw it down like so. So next I'm going to take off the cap on the rear tire. It doesn't matter if you do the front or the rear first. Just going to screw it on. Okay, now that I have the sensor on, it says touch the sensor with your mobile and press proceed. So I'm going to put the phone at the sensor. I'm going to hit proceed. And you want to just let it scan. It's saying checking sensor for detail. So as you can see, it recognized the sensor. So I'm going to set the parameters. But before I set the parameters, I'm going to install the second sensor on the front. So let's install this on the front. So we're going to install it on the front. Before we do that, I'm going to open up the FOBO 2. Once again, I'm going to pull the paper out, making sure the battery don't fall out. Okay, now the battery is engaged. I'm going to put back the FOBO 2. I'm going to take off the cap on the front of the Honda Goldwing. Okay. I'm going to screw on the FOBO 2. Screw it on. I'm going to put the phone right at the sensor. I'm going to hit proceed. And once I hit proceed, it's going to start scanning. Once it picks up, it's going to show the pressure on the front. So here we go. I'm going to click proceed. As you can see, it's scanning. You want to make sure your phone is right there at the sensor. Checking sensor detail. As you can see, it says installation complete, the sensor installed. It's just that simple. So now we can get into the settings of the parameters. So now we're going to set the parameters. So I'm going to click the settings button at the top. I'm going to click the settings button at the top. And as you can see, you got front tire goes across. You got the rear tire that goes across. You got the minimum pressure, required pressure in the middle, and max pressure on the end. How to set the tire pressure parameters. So in order to set the tire pressure parameters, if you look at the screen, you see the word front tire. that goes horizontally across. Once you tap on front tire, it's going to open up the tire pressures. You're going to have 3 sections. Your first section will be your minimum pressure. The middle, REC, would be your target pressure, and the max will be your max pressure. So once you get those set, you want to go ahead and click save. So next, you're going to do the same for the rear tire. You're going to have the minimum section. The middle section would be your recorded or target pressure, and the max will be your max pressure. Once you set those parameters, go ahead and click save. It says save in profile. Okay, and it says please ensure that the cap of each sensor is gently tightened up to ensure effectiveness waterproofing. And we'll go back and install the locks on the valve stem. I'm just showing you how to get it set up. Understood? So now, as you guys can see, I have 34 is my current pressure. My maximum or required pressure is 36. On the rear, I got 37. The required pressure is 41. Now I'm going to show you how to change this a little bit. So what this bike is, you can just hold down the bike, and now it gives you the option if you want to update the photo. I'm going to click update photo. Okay, now that I have a picture of the bike, I'm going to use the photo. You can use it or retake it. I'm going to put use photo. So now I can see that this is the 21 Honda Goldwing. So if I go to home, I got the 2016, which is here. If I want to change I'm going to put 2016 Honda Goldwing. I'm going to save it. And keep in mind that anytime you want this to work, your Bluetooth on your phone has to be on. Now, I'm going to go with the home button. So as you can see, I have the 21 Honda Goldwing. I have the 2016 Honda Goldwing. The thing I like about the FOBO is that you can have a total of 20 sensors, or you can add 19 sensors. So let's go back to the 21 Goldwing. As you guys can see, I'm having 34 in the front. I got 37 in the rear. Now we want to make sure that the front has 36 and the rear has 41. So let's put some air into the tire of the Honda Goldwing and top off the tire pressure. So I'm going to remove the FOBO. And if you notice, when I remove the FOBO, I got a 0 on the tire pressure. So that's normal. It's just letting you know that no pressure is on the sensor. It's not picking up any pressure. Right now I'm showing 36.9. To install the lock, I'm going to put the nut on first. You want to make sure the bump is facing inward according to the direction. So the way it's going to look, it's going to look like this when it's on the bike. I'm going to screw down. Just going to screw that nut down, the plastic nut. I want to make sure that the FOBO is tight, because basically you got a gasket in there. You want to make sure no water gets inside. Okay, so I'm going to screw that down. I got 36 on the front. I'm just going to back that nut back up against the FOBO 2 sensor. So now it stops turning. I'm going to take the little cap and I'm just going to turn it counterclockwise, and it tightens up against the bottom of the FOBO 2. And I don't want to over tighten, I just want it snug. So now I have the nut tight and it's tight against the cap. So this way the FOBO 2 is now secure. So according to the pressure, I have 36 on my gauge. Let's check it on the app. So looking at the gauge, now I have 36 on the app. So now let's do the rear. So we're going to do the rear the same way. We're going to take off the sensor. Once I take the sensor off, you're going to see once the pressure is off the FOBO 2, I'm going to get a 0 right here on the rear tire. As you guys can see, now there's no pressure on the sensor. I'm going to take my little digital reader. I'm showing port 40.5 on my digital reader. So since I'm showing 40.5 on the digital reader, let's see what it shows on the phone. I'm showing 40.5. Let's see what it shows. 40.6. So that's pretty good. So now I can back that security nut. And I'm just going to back it counterclockwise. And that's how you install it with the locking tube. And if I want to change these parameters, I can hold down the photo. I can click on show reference pressure. And it puts the third pressure in the middle, just above the time. If I want to take it out, I can hold down the photo, hide reference pressure. And now you only see the current pressure and what's being required. If I hold down the photo, I can hide the pressure settings. And now it only just shows the pressure. The pressure to the left would be the front. The pressure to the right would be the rear. For me, I want it to show right and left. So I'm going to hold down the photo, show pressure. And now it shows me the current pressure. It shows the battery voltage. I'm showing a full battery, 13.14 volts. It's showing the current temperature. It's showing what's in the front tire. And the front tire required pressure. It's showing 40.6. That's in the rear tire. And my required pressure for the rear is actually 41. And if I want to change those settings, all I have to do is click the settings button, and now I can press the rear. I can change those parameters, or I can click the top and change those parameters. I'm going to hit the save button to save my profile. And if I want to look at the pressure on my 2016, I'm going to hit the home button. I can go to 2016, and now it's updating and it's showing me those pressures as well. Well, I hope this video helps some of you guys out. I will be doing a later review video to just let you guys know what I think about the FOBO Bike 2 tire pressure monitoring that I installed on my 21 Honda Goldwing, and also the installation on the 2016 Honda Goldwing. But so far, I'm really impressed with the FOBO. I think that it's going to be a great addition to supplement the current tire pressure monitoring that I already have. But I will be doing a later video just to let you guys know and give you guys a follow-up on exactly my experience with the FOBO tire pressure monitoring, and let you guys know if it's good or if the product is bad. But so far, it seems like the FOBO tire pressure monitoring sensors are going to be a great addition to supplement the current Goldwing tire pressure monitoring. Here is a bonus tip. Keep in mind that the FOBO 2 is connected to your cell phone via Bluetooth. So anytime your cell phone gets out of range from your FOBO 2, your tire pressure will not update. And you can tell this by looking at the tires that are grayed out next to the profile picture. Therefore, when your cell phone comes back into range of the FOBO 2, you will get the green check marks next to the profile pictures within the FOBO 2 app. Then your tire pressure will automatically refresh and update. If you have multiple profiles saved within the FOBO 2 app, every time you click on a profile, it also will automatically refresh and update your tire pressures within the FOBO 2 app. Well, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. And if you like this video, be sure to click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is your boy Chris, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.